Aries. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all well. I'm ready and willing. I've got my chakra cards and my flower cards. Peter's still in the home. He's coming out tomorrow. So let's see how we get on with him. I'm a bit cold today, so let's just see how things progress today. As you all know, I'm Christine Stewart. I've been a medium for 30 years and I'm just doing my best. Hello, Darren Hunt. Hello, Dan Bars. Hello, Linda Scallion. Right, Darren, you're first. So I'm going to choose you a chakra card for a change. Hello, Marianne and Teresa. Hi, Darren. Let's have a look, see what we get here for you. There we go. Right, Darren, you've got self-worth. Can you see it? The colour orange. That's your adrenal system. See your pathway and the seat. It's like you're in the middle of an island and you're not believing yourself anymore. It's time to start to say to yourself, I am ready, I'm willing, I'm able, and I'm ready to go to the next level. As I see this, the chair is there and I'm sitting waiting to get onto that chair. The island in the centre is in the middle of the ocean, but you have to start to believe in yourself again, sweetheart. You're not you're a person that knows what you want out of life, but you're not able to always do it. But I want to say, instead of squeezing yourself in a corner, let's get you to start to bring yourself back. Darren, you're worth it. Right, let's see what we get. Right. As I'm sitting here, I'm feeling as though I want to stretch your imagination. I don't know whether it is to do with you, with what is going on in your life at the moment, but by stretching your imagination, maybe you can find a new way forward on your pathway. I know as I'm talking to you, you have to believe that you can do it. That's what self-worth is saying, that you are worthy. Just be yourself again. Right, I have a lady here with you. And this lady, as she comes forward, I want to say it's either mum or grandma. She would sit like this. When she talked, she would talk like this. She would say, I know what you've been doing. I know what you've got to do. And this is how she would do it. She would work with her hands, but she always had them in this way. Whereas some people will talk like this, she talked like this. She was a lady that loved to be with family. She was a lady that knew what she did in life. She was definitely worthy. And that is why she's saying to you, you have to be worthy. Sweetheart, she's saying here, never ever stop thinking about self, because self is part and parcel of what you're about. You know that you have had the ups and downs, but the ups and downs don't always say that you're not doing things. It's saying that you've got it to do. She gives me the name of Joyce. Also, she gives me the name of Helen, and she's just given me also the name of June. So I know they're connected around you. She said about taking things into your own life now. Maybe there's a change of direction for you, but I feel health-wise, you're a lot better than what you were. But as the lady is saying to you, health comes first. Right. I'm testing out my new glasses to see whether it is these that give me migraines. So I know that either you need your glasses changing or you need to find out about these headaches you're having. Right, gentleman comes now, and this gentleman is laughing. It's very much a belly laugh as I'm hearing him. And I know this gentleman loved you to bits. I want to say it's either your dad or your granddad. I'm given the name of Philip or Phil, and I'm also given the name of Bill. And I want to give you also names. So I'm connected around you. But what we're saying to you is, sweetheart, stop sitting back and thinking things won't happen. You have to prove it to yourself. Yeah? I've asked for something special for you and I've been given a Mars bar. Oh, are you diabetic or are you on a diet? But they've given you a Mars bar. Okay, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me and accept the Mars bar. How funny is that? Right, let's give... Right, you're all moving up and down. I want to get some of the first ones that come on. Right. Oh, Dan Bars. Dan Bars, let's talk to you. You're welcome, Darren. Right, Dan, I'm giving you a flower card. Oh, look at that. I'm giving you the opium poppy. Can you see how beautiful that is? The opium poppy is brought to give healing. So maybe there's healing needed around you at the moment. The message from it is, I find a deep connection with spirit by assessing my vulnerability. Do you feel a bit vulnerable at the moment? Have you had things going on in your life that you haven't been able to shut the door to? Time to make those changes in your life. Show people that you're stronger than what they think you are. Show people that your strength comes from knowledge, but also show people that you have a long way to go. I have a gentleman with you. Gentleman is dad, uncle, father, brother. I'm not seeing the age with him. I'm just seeing him standing there. He's standing smoking at the back door. He's looking across the garden. I feel he loved his garden, but he also loved to watch the birds because he's shown me a little robin. And I want to say to you that the robin means messenger from heaven. But I feel with you, sweetie, that you have to take a bit of time out, sit in your garden, and let's see if you can, get yourself back on track. I am given the name of John, maybe known as Jack. Also, I want to give you Peter. And I know at the end of the day, just be yourself. Lady now comes, small lady, about 5'3", wearing a scarf around her head. She was a lady that liked to go out walking, a lady that would have pushed a pram. She's a very small lady, but she had a big heart. I'm given the name of Rose. I'm also given Linda. And also, I want to give you Margaret. Plus, just take things in your own self and show people that you are ready to move forward, to find yourself a pathway that will lead you to enlightenment, because I see the light all the way around you. Just take things for yourself, sweetheart. All right? I've asked for something special for you, and I've been given a new pair of shoes. So you have a long trek to go, so just take it on board. And love from the spirit world. So thank you, Dan. Can I speak to Alison, please? Alison Plumley. Alison, I had you in my mind the other day, as though you had a lot going on. So I want to come to you and choose you a card. I've got one hell of a headache, and I know that you've been suffering. But what I wanted to say that, Alison, it seems as though you've lost your faith. Can you see? The colour indigo. And as I see that, I see your guides and the people around you. They've got your possessions, and they're saying to you, there is a lot going on with you at this moment. I see your hands outstretched. You're waiting for things to happen. And it's like, I want to just shout. But whatever faith you've lost, whether it's faith in humanity, faith with family, or faith in yourself, I want to say to you, get back on track. You will get there. I know with you, sweetheart, there is a lot going on. And I know that you need just to let the past go and let's find the true Alison again. The indigo is for here, your eye chakra. So let's open your eyes to possibilities again. Sweetheart, I've got a lady with you. And this lady with you, I want to say it's either your mom or your grandma. I feel with her, she had a lot to say for herself. She was very much a lady that loved her home. She was definitely her homemaker. She's showing me an old Singer sewing machine, treadle. So I know that she used to love to make things. I feel she made you dresses and also night dresses. But I know that she was always a busy, busy lady. She loved the wonderful, wonderful lavender bags. She would make them for you. I know there's a lot going on. Oh, thank you, Julie. Hello to you. Alison, no matter how much you tried, she said she couldn't stay with you. She said, I love you, Alison. As she steps aside, I've got a gentleman with you. This gentleman is absolutely, I feel he was either in the Navy or he loved the sea, because I'm seeing him standing by the water. He's ever such a lovely, lovely man. He was a man that stood his ground. He liked a pint or two, but not over the top. He loved a game of dominoes or a game of cards. He gives me the name of William, maybe known as Bill or Billy. I know that he works hard for a living. Alison, he gives you so much love. I know the gentleman is just giving you a lovely bunch of orchids. And he said the orchids are to help you to show your true feeling with spirit. Okay. As he's turned away, I have another lady coming in. Now, this lady is small, and I mean small. She's got lovely brown eyes. She's wearing a beige cardigan. She's looking a lot like my mum, dark, like sallow skin. I know she was either your grandma or an aunt. She gives me Daisy, the name Daisy, and Dorothy. And she's just given me also Margaret. So I know they are connected around you. But all three are there waving to you. So I know I've got to give you peace of mind. So I'm going to leave that with you, sweetheart, with a lovely white rose. Thanks for working with me. Hi, Eva. Hi, Trish. Hi, Tracy Hand. Hi, Emily Rogers. Hi, Linda Scallion. And I said hello to Julie. I've said hello to Dan. Here we go. Jeanette Cullen, please. Can I talk to you? Right, Jeanette. You've got the little celandine. Can you see? A beautiful yellow. The celandine. And it says, my dreams become reality as I open myself to limitless possibilities. I feel as I pick this flower, you have to go with your gut feeling because your solar plexus is that color, the color yellow. I want to say with you also that you have got to start to think more about yourself. Stop sitting back and waiting for things to happen. Move forward. As I say to people, read a book that can help you to progress. And I want you to get open into channel. This will help you to find your path and how far you've come. Maybe it's like the Wizard of Oz. Let's follow the yellow brick road. But the yellow is the color which we're giving you for your solar plexus. Go with your gut feeling. There's a lovely lady here with you. And this lady, she's about 5'4". She's made you some crumpets. She's just toasting these crumpets with lots and lots of butter. I feel this is memories. She said that you are strong in character and strong in mind, and you have to start to believe in yourself a bit more. There's also with you changes coming. She said about changes. Right. She just made me wipe my mouth. Did she dribble and before she passed and you had to wipe her mouth? This is either your mum or your grandma. She's showing me sitting at a table and she's undoing, she's got a jumper and she's unpicking it and rewinding the wool. She was a lady that recycled. Sweetheart, she gives me Maureen. She gives me the name of Jan. And she's just given me also the name of Peggy. So I know they're connected around you. Jeanette, I don't know why, but I feel this lady loved you to bits because she just put her arms out to you. She's saying about peaceful waters. Peaceful waters run deep. And you have to take that peace within yourself. Right, I've got a gentleman here and he's smoking Benson and Hedges cigarettes. He's sat on a stool and he is got some fishing floats and he is getting them all time. Ah, that's what I got was Jan. Okay. The gentleman is very much a gentleman that liked to go fishing because he's, as I told you, he's tying his fishing floats. But he's smoking Benson and Hedges. He's got a little ball patch on the back there. It gives me Alan, Albert, and also Peter. So I know they're connected around him. He said I had to give you a cauliflower. So maybe you're not eating enough vegetables. But I'm giving you the cauliflower. And he's grown it in his garden. Right, he said, just take things on board and be yourself. I know at the end of the day, here you go, then they're with you so much today. So you must have been thinking about them. Again, as I said, I've been trying my glasses to see if it's these that are giving me the headache, and then it can go back to boots. So are you suffering with your eyesight as well today? I've asked for something special for you, and I've been given a handkerchief with the letter J on it, especially for you. Okay, I'm going to leave that with you, sweetheart, and say thank you for working with me. And I just saw Emily Rogers. I just saw you coming up. Oh, thank you. I'm good, am I? I just as good as your guides, sweetheart. Only as good as your guides. Right, I'm choosing you, Emily. I am choosing you a chakra card, Emily Rogers. And you've got the red, and it is perfection. As I look at this, I see you're very well grounded because we needed that grounding around you. I'm also seeing with you balance. So maybe something to do with balance for you. You're welcome, Jeanette. I'm talking to Emily Rogers. I see here, because you are well balanced, you also know how far you've come in your life. And the perfection is your card. With you, sweetheart, I feel you've got an inner strength that can help anybody. I know that you show so much because you help so many people. I am given for you peace of mind. So maybe you've been going through a difficult patch. I know as I'm talking to you, I have a lady here, and this lady is very much a lady that she liked to do things her own way. She was stubborn, as are you sometimes, but she just said she was stubborn. She didn't let things get on top of her. If she wanted to do something or she saw something needed doing, she would do it straight away. She wouldn't wait. She didn't like clutter. And she said that you don't like clutter either. Hi, Christine. Hi, Trish. I know I'm Tammy. Hello, Tammy. I don't always see you all as you come on, but if I see you, I'll say hello. You know I can't go around everybody, but I am doing as much as I can as I'm drawn. But Emily, this lady is showing me a cupboard that was quite bare. So she wouldn't have too much in her cupboards. She said there's nothing worse than clutter. Sweetheart, she's given me Olive and Dorothy. Emily and also Emma as well. Gentleman now comes forward, and this gentleman is in army uniform. He was very strong in the mind until the latter end, and he seemed to have lost the plot a bit. He gives me Henry, or maybe Harry, but I'm given Henry. He also gives me as well the name of Jeff. He's very much a gentleman that knew his own mind, and he was strong. But he's saying to you, use your strength to find you. Show others that you can do it. And he's just brought me the gift of a small swan ornament. And I feel you should have that. I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right, let's have a look. Rachel Anderson. Let's talk to you, Rachel. I'm going to give you a flower card. Right, Rachel. See which card you've got. It's got to be the top one. Oh, you've got the violet. The shrinking violet. Look at that beautiful purpley blue. That is a beautiful flower. And it says, I embrace the possibility of sharing my life with others. And as I see this beautiful purple, I feel with you that the colour purple is your colour, like a lovely mauve, lilac-y colour. I want to give you that. And that is for your top chakra. And that is for your spiritual awareness and showing you that you need a circle to help you to progress. Rachel, I'm seeing a lady and she has got blonde hair. She looks a bit like Diana Dawes. Blonde, lovely, lovely features. And she's just brought you so much love. Mum, aunt, or nan. She was a lady that loved to be with family. She's got lovely hair and she's got blue eyes. In fact, they're nearly green, these eyes, but they're beautiful. If you can remember Diana Dawes, how lovely she was, maybe you've got to Google her and you'll see what I mean. But with her, she's saying that as children, you love to go out walking with her. She's showing me rhododendrons. So they are ones that are in woods. So maybe she took you for walks in the woods. I hear that song, I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. So I know she held your hand. She's given me the name of Doris. And also she's just given me Peggy. Rachel, she said that you have to put the past to bed and move forward. I'm hearing the healing song, Gracious Spirit of Thy Goodness, hear our anxious prayer. So I feel you're in need of healing at this moment. Rachel, gentleman now comes. He gives me the name of Tony or Terry. I wasn't quite sure. I want to say either father, grandfather, but I know that he loved to be outside and do things. I can see him fixing a shed. I can see him also drinking a drink. He's very much a man that knew his own mind. He's saying about not knowing where you're going. But he said the spirit world will show you the right way. I'm also given the name of Maisie, so you must know of a Maisie. I've asked for something special for you, and I'm given a beautiful yellow rose. The yellow rose means to me memories. So please take that love that you're given, and can I say thank you for working with me? Right, Julie, you've gone. Janet. Rebecca K. Are you still here, Rebecca K? Rebecca K. Rebecca K. No, okay. Christine Marias, let's talk to you, shall we? Christine, you've got the blue and Quest. It's for Christine Marias. Can you see it? There's your pathway. Your pathway is blue. It also means with you, the blue chakra, which is your throat chakra, is speak out. Speak your mind if you have to. But I just feel whatever quest you're on, you need to follow your dreams. I know with you, Christine, you are a strong lady. And I know that we've been friends now for a year because you tagged me today. But I know with you, sweetie, that you are having to move the goalpost. Maybe you've got things to do that you know that you have to do. But this beautiful blue card is saying, always go with what it says. Speak out. I have a lady with you, and this lady, as she comes forward, I don't know whether she's a family member or a friend, but she gives me Doreen. And I know she lived in a house with a blue door. She's saying about the healing from the blue. And I know this lady loved to be out and about with friends. I feel she passed over quite suddenly. I know there's a lot going on in your life at the minute, Christine, but this lady said she comes from the spirit world to give you the helping hand you need. She also gives you the wishbone of a chicken. Maybe that's a memory that you need luck. I know, Christine, there's a lot going on in your life, but on a spiritual level, follow your path. The path is open for you. I have a lovely lady with you as well. And this lady is around and about you. And I feel this is either your mum or your nan. She was a lady that loved to be in the thick of things. I know that you collect wishbones. Oh my goodness me. I just saw the wishbone and it was gold. Okay. But this other lady who's with you, I know they're together. And I want to put a third person in. Would that be an aunt? Because they said, we are the witches of Eastbrook. I said, Eastbrook? She says, Eastwood. I said, the witches of Eastwick. No, she said, Eastbrook. So I'm telling you, Christine, that is so nice. But I know the three ladies are with you and they are telling you to follow your dreams. Okay, sweetheart? I've asked for something special for you, and I've been given a snow globe. So that must be a memory for you. All right, sweetheart? So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Michelle Nut Brown Hartley. So, Michelle, you've got the yellow, which is your solar plexus, and enlightenment. The stars are bright in the sky. The sun is showing sunbeams. The child is watching over you, but your guide is quite strong. There's no mountains too high that you might not climb. And I see the stones of truth. You have to go with your gut feeling and know at the end of the day that whatever's happening around you, you will find your own way. I know there's a lot going on with you at this moment, but look to where enlightenment comes from the spirit within. I have a lady with you. She's very thin in the body, very slim cheeked as well. I had a school teacher that looked quite like this, and I want to give you either the name of Flora or Florence, Flo. So whether she's a grandmother or she is a great grandmother, she's there with you. She's saying there is a lot going on with you that you need to take on board. I'm also seeing changes of direction with you because she just showed me an arrow and it's pointing north. So that's changes that's coming. I know what's going with you is changes. I'm seeing a paintbrush. So you have some painting to do. So if this is your grandma, she's telling you you have to get your backside into gear and start doing things for yourself. Oh, what on earth? I know as I'm talking to you, I'm feeling as though I've got a problem with my here, around here. So either thyroid problem or I've got tonsils or something wrong with my tonsils at the moment. She's saying here about the medicine chest. I feel she used to make her own medicines. Michelle, she said, always know your onions. So that means know if there's something wrong with you, know you can find the right medicine. But I don't know whether you have got thyroid problem or something, because I'm really feeling as though I'm swollen here. Right, gentleman here now. This gentleman is giving me Colin, the name Colin. I felt he was either naval or he loved the sea. I know there's a lot going on in your life, sweetheart. And this is what the gentleman's saying about knowing how far you've come. Ah, is that a man? The pain in the neck? No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I just feel that I've got a bit sore in my neck and also a problem with my eye because I want to rub my eye. But the gentleman with you, he has just brought me a lovely bar of toffee. You know what you used to have a hammer with and break it? He's brought you some toffee, and I feel this is a memory. I also want to give you Alf or Alfie. Just take on board what I've said and join a circle. Let's get you on the way. There's so much love coming to you from the spirit world, sweetheart. So take it on board. Thank you for working with me. Can I speak to Angela Parker, please? Angela Parker? You've got the wild carrot. Look at that lovely flower. It's only small, but it lives in fields with all the other flowers. And he says, my vulnerability is my greatest strength. So are you feeling a bit vulnerable at the minute? Do you want to push things away? I just feel as though I just want to say to you, life has not been a bowl of cherries, but it's getting better, Angela. Angela, I have a lady with you, and this lady's doing this with her hands. I feel she had arthritis in her fingers, because that's what she's doing. I know as I'm talking to you, Angela. Oh, that's why you showed me the little toffee happer. Oh, that's fine. Thanks, Michelle, for giving us the feedback. Angela, I know as I'm talking to you, this needs a few changes in your life. Might have a lady here with you, and this lady's in the garden. She's picking up weeds. I can also see that is beautiful uniform. She loved her garden, especially the spring garden. And I know as she's showing me this spring garden, I can see the tiny daffodils and the big daffodils. I see the hyacinths. I also see crocuses. And I also see wallflowers. So I know that this lady loved her garden. She's very much a lady that I feel it was very grandmotherly. She's got lovely curly hair. She's a lady that loved her possessions. She's shown me a Queen Anne tea set, and it's all shaped with roses. So I know Queen Anne was her, she loved that. She had everything. And I don't know whether it passed down to you or passed down to your family, but I know this is what she's showing me. If she had tea and had people coming round, the tea set would come out because she had the teapot, the sugar basin, the milk jug, everything was there. And she always had a white cloth on the table. Sweetheart, I am given the names of Joyce or Joy. I'm also given Margaret. But you have to ask who the lady is. It could be before you were born. Okay? So it could be a great grandmother. But I know that she's very close with your family, mum's side. I'm also given the name of Gladys. So the best way and the best proof of all is when you can go home, ask the question, and you will find your answers. Angela, she's saying that you have to follow your dreams. And she gives me the book. Then ask your inner self, sweetheart. Maybe it's time, if you can, to start your family tree. Because this lady is very much a lady that knew you. or knows of you. I don't know. When I look at the lady, I feel she was a queen. And that's why she showed me the Queen Anne tea service, because I have part of a service, and that's how I know it was Queen Anne. There's a gentleman now come in, and this gentleman, I don't know whether he was in the fire brigade or you understand the gentleman that loved the fire engines. Maybe he just loved the fire brigade or loved the fire engines. This gentleman is giving me the names of Peter and John, so I know they're connected around you. I also have to give you the name of Patricia. The gentleman is very much alive and kicking. He said I had quite a lot going on before I passed, but he says I'm all right now. And this is Dad or Granddad. Okay? So I'm going to leave that with you, Angela, and say thank you for working with me. Right. Amy Louise, please. Can I talk to you? Amy, I'm going to choose you a flower card. It's such a shame when you haven't got anybody to ask the questions. It really is. Right, you've got... What is this one? Ah, it's an autumn crocus. Lovely pink. And it says, as I love and I accept myself, I allow transformation on all levels of my life. And as I look at this flower, it shows you that you are open, you are honest, you know where you're going, and you know you have a lot to do. We have 3 flowers here, and they're always the lovely pink. The pink flower always means to me mother love and also family. I feel with you at the minute, you have to start to put yourself back to where you were before. Don't let others put you back, but do it yourself. Show people that you are stronger than what they think you are. Don't allow others to walk all over you. I do have a lovely gentleman with you. And this gentleman, as he comes forward, I feel he was a gentleman that loved to do his own things in life. If he couldn't do them, then he would find somebody who could. If he couldn't fix a door, he knew somebody who did or could. I'm given the names of Brian, John, and also I want to give you Michael. I know this gentleman loved to be outside. He loved to do things his own way. He's also showing me as well that whatever he had or whatever he owned, he worked for them. He was a very hard worker. He's saying to you that you just need, just for a moment, just to sit back and find yourself. So whatever you've been trying to do, he said you'll find your way. There is a lot going on in your life, sweetheart. And I know whatever has happened in the past, it will start to show itself again. I know with you also that you have quite a lot to do with your life. Show people, oh, for goodness sake, my mouse keeps moving. Amy, he said, trust in your own beginnings. Ask questions of your family. He says you'll always find the answers. Lady coming now, sweetheart, and this lady is mum or grandma. This lady was a lady that she did everything her own way. She's cleaning her cooker. I can see her with a cloth and just cleaning it. If she'd used that cooker, it was cleaned. It was never left. She loved to cook. And she just made you sausage and mash. And she said, I've got to give you some brown sauce to go with it. Daddy's. Right, sweetheart. She said, the questions you've heard, the questions you need, she just said, always know at the end of the day, you will find your answers. And she's just given me a chocolate donut for you for your gift. So it's going to say thank you for working with me. Okay, can I talk to Teresa Marie? Teresa Marie from Oklahoma. There you go. Teresa Marie, you have got, this is called the marsh orchid. Can you see that? It's a lovely white flower. So small, it's just a bit bigger than the grasses. And it says, I love and honour the earth on which I am a part. I want to say to you, time to stop struggling, get on with life, and show how far you've come. You are a strong lady, but sometimes you need to believe you're strong. You need to chuck away the key to the past. You don't need it anymore. You need to find you again. I see a garden full of roses, and these roses are all different colours. And the lady who is with these roses loved the lovely simple rose. Maybe the name of Rose or Rosemary, but I want to give you this lovely lady. She says, the blessings come to you from God. You were born and you are ready now to move forward. You need a circle to help you to progress. She says you've been seeing spirits and hearing them for years. Maybe now it is time for you to move forward. Teresa, she's saying here, remember your beginnings. And she's saying about always knowing how far you've got yet to go. Read the book, The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. If you don't want to read, get the DVD of it so you can understand more of it. And anybody else that wants to read The Way of the Peaceful Warrior, it's about ego and it's about finding self. But it is always on film as well. And I know once you start to take that on board, you know you can overcome all difficulties. Whether you've had a bad childhood, a good childhood, whether you've had a bad life or a good life, it's finding you. The lady with you I know that she was strong-willed, and I know she loved to cook. She would make things, in her own fashion, but she loved doing things for others. Teresa said you give a lot of yourself to others as well, and she's very proud of you. Right. I have a gentleman here now with you, and he was in the Air Force. Big man, heart of gold. He said about knowing how far you can go in this life. I feel that he was very staid in his ways. But if he said something, he meant it. I'm given Roger. I'm also given Jeffrey. I know also that the name of James comes in as well. He's just telling you, sweetheart, that you have to start to get yourself back on track. He has the most beautiful golden retriever with him. And I know, as he's talking to me, that he loved you to pieces. So I know it is dad or granddad. Okay, it's an uncle, was it? But you should understand that he was in the Air Force. I think the letters US F Air Force FS, yeah, S. You know what I mean. In that's what I'm giving you. I've asked for something special for you, and I have been given a peach pie. And I feel the peach pie is given to you with love from the spirit world. All right, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right, Kayla Jenkins, are you still here? I'm just going to give you a card. It won't be a long message, but I just wanted to give you a card. All right, sweetheart. I can't get around everybody. I'm ever so sorry. But I'm doing my best, and I think I've done 14 readings already. So if you come back Sunday, maybe you'll get one there. All right, you've got blue card, isolation. The blue is the chakra, the throat chakra. And this is about holding yourself in. You have to let yourself go. You've got problems on this earth plane. You have to speak out. Don't let others take you for granted. By speaking out, you're letting them know that you don't like the way they're treating you. So whether it's on a job, a family, but whatever, stand up for yourself. And that's what this card means. And don't be isolated. Show yourself how far you've come. The color blue always means as well the throat chakra. And it's about opening your mind and opening to clairvoyance and knowing who you are. I have a lady with you. This lady who is with you has just brought me the name of Rose and also Dorothy or Dorothea. She's a small lady, about 5'4". She's wearing red. And I was singing to her, Lady in Red. The lady is part and parcel of your family. She's either your grandma, your great aunt, or your mother. She's made me a lovely, lovely I want to say it looks like a sausage pie because she's just made it with the potatoes and it is just beautiful. She just laid it out and it's golden brown. So you must remember this lady cooking. She's got some lovely ornaments on a shelf. You know those little whimsies? I'm seeing the little whimsies. So she either collected them or people bought her them because I can see lots and lots of them. I know there's a lot going on with this lady when she was on the earth plane, and I feel she struggled to walk at the end. But Kayla, she's just given me also the name of Margaret. So I know they're connected around you. I've now got a gentleman, and this gentleman, as he comes forward, he gives me Robert. He said he wanted to emigrate, and he did. So I don't know whether he come from England and emigrated to Australia or New Zealand or wherever, but I just wanted to say to you that he was one in he loved that. So would he have been an uncle or a grandfather? But I know they are with you and bringing you love and they're bringing you positivity. You have to think to past because this gentleman has just given me also William and he's given me Stephen, so they're connected around you. Taylor, take the love of spirit because they're with you every step of the way. And I want to give you a lovely, lovely big tin of Rose's chocolates. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. So everybody, I've got to go and visit my husband. I hope you all have enjoyed your afternoon with me. I cannot give everybody a card, I'm sorry, but just take care, everyone, until we see you again. So goodbye, God bless.